वेदानि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणमे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते उपनिषद्य आत्मा ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय आविराविर्म एधि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। My voice is little disturbed since some cold and cough. So, first of all, I extend my heartfelt thanks to the authority of Adamus University for inviting me in this wonderful session, in this wonderful morning. And in this platform today, we have many distinguished professors, Professor Shonjit Ghosh, Professor Pandey, Professor Orpon Manna, and many faculty members of this well-known university. I offer my namaskar, respect to all of them. Once again, thank for giving me an opportunity to share some ideas of Swami Vivekananda and of course Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and some other things with the students. And my love and best wishes, of course, to all the participants, mostly the students, to be with us, because nowadays, actually, what is going on? The number of participants, I find many times, not all the time, but many times, the participants, sometimes it so happens, this kind of discussion, sometimes the participants are not many more, but today I'm very happy to see many of you are here. So, first of all, uh, uh, I must tell that this discourse or this, this sharing this ideas, mostly my in today's language, target audience. So target audience is students. So mostly my talk, my discussion, everything basically will be for the students. And I hope along with the students, we, including me, will be benefited because in Bengali one idea is there. It's called Ganga Jale, Ganga Puja, to worship the god with the material or the thing created by him or her or whatever. We worship Mother Ganges with her own water. So whenever we discuss something about Swami Vivekananda or Netaji, this is very beneficial for us also. And on behalf of me, I first ছাত্রছাত্রী যারা রয়েছে তাদেরকে আমি অভয় দিচ্ছি, don't think that I will talk something very spiritual, because see sometimes the students they may get afraid that this ochre robbed this sannyasins always with long face, they will give some long deliberation about this religion, this philosophy, these values and ethics. No, it is not like that. We are all not all the time, we are not like that. Swami Vivekananda once, he was in West, and generally the concept in those days, of course, it was that the spiritual people, they will be very grave, they're always long faced. Then one person asked Swamiji, Swamiji, why do you laugh so much? Because something, their idea was like that. The spiritual people, they should not laugh. They will be always maintain the gravity. So Swamiji said, yes, I laugh I make joke, I make merriment because I am spiritual. Spirituality does not mean that you have to keep yourself very confined in one shell or something like that. It has many dimensions. So let me begin with the hymn, what I told. This is actually our from our Upanishad. We actually don't know what treasure we have. Sometimes we think that right now in social media, many places we see something. Our this Sanatana Dharma or this ideal, many times are misinterpreted by different groups. Some group interprets in some other way, a very traditional outlook, and sometimes some other group they give different interpretation. But in reality, this is our this Sanatana, this Dharma, this tradition is initially, essentially, to make our life better. This hymn is one of the examples. It's telling Apyayantu mamangani, let my all limbs, body parts become very strong. Vak pranas chakshu shrotramatho valamindriyani, let my speech, my eyes, my ears, all the sense organ, valamindriyani cha sarvani, let all these things become very strong and perfect. Then, with all these sharpened, strong organs, being sense organs, I can grasp, I can gather ideas. Sarvam Brahmopanishadam. So whatever, the knowledge means, the Vedanta depicts that the knowledge is one, that is the Brahma Vidya, what Arpan sir was talking a few minutes back, the Brahma Vidya, or the supreme knowledge. Sarvam Brahmopanishadam, so that I can grasp, all the knowledge. Then Maham Brahmane, let the God of the knowledge should not banish me. Neither I keep distance from him or her, nor she or he should banish me. And let all the knowledge source, what is in our text, Vedas and Upanishad, become of me. Let all those come to me. So it's a wonderful hymn. So it is like that. Nowadays, actually, today I will talk about, time is short, but still some ideas like that. I recall two novels, English novels. Of course, one is not novel. The first novel, Death on the Barrens. The author was George Grinnell. So it was a wonderful novel. So it goes like that: six young men. It's a story of 1955. So they started one expedition to the Arctic. Now, what happens in between? They did not know about the problems on the way. ঠিক তারা জানতো না যে পথের কি সমস্যা আছে, বাধা বিঘ্ন আছে. So what happens in between? They lost the track, and it's a wonderful story. মানে গল্পটা এরকমই রয়েছে যে এই অভিযাত্রী দল যারা পথ হারিয়ে গিয়েছিল, তারা কিভাবে তাদের খাবার শেষ হয়ে গেছে, সমস্ত কিছু একটা ভয়ঙ্কর অবস্থার মধ্যে পড়ে যাচ্ছে. But they were in love of nature, and finally they rescued themselves. Wonderful novel. And the other one was Touching the Void. It's a very famous novel by Joe Simpson. So it was একটা Andes পাহাড়ের প্রায় 21,000 feet height. এইখানে একবার, it's a real life story of Simpson. So what happened? এরা Simpson and his two friends তারা যাচ্ছিল Andes পাহাড়ের উপরে. হঠাৎ করে কি হয়, একটা প্রচন্ড বরফ পড়ে ট্র্যাক হারিয়ে যায় এবং 3 days, for 3 days this Simpson, he got somewhere stuck up in amongst the ice chunks, and finally he came back to the base camp, and he thought two of his friends, they already died, but finally they all met. So both the story, what I mentioned, was about how to conquer the fear of today. কি করে ভয়কে জয় করা যায়। আজকে আমরা ভীষণভাবে ভয় পেয়ে আছি নানান রকম ভাবে। সো ভয়কে কিভাবে জয় করা যায়? দেখুন, জগতে অনেক রকম ভয় আছে। There are different types of fears, different types of anxieties, different types of problems. But these two novels, what I mentioned, there are many novels, many stories like that. I like আমার মনে পড়লো তাই জন্য তোমাদেরকে বললাম. So regarding this, especially today, Swami Vivekananda, how to conquer weakness, how to conquer this fear, how to conquer, how to fight against our critical situation. Swamiji, Swami Vivekananda gave us a wonderful mantra. The mantra is he called Abhihi. What he told from Upanishad, Swamiji quotes. I read the statement of Swamiji. Wonderful it is, because his words are very important. Uttishtata yagrata prapya varan nivodata. Swamiji is telling, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Abhihi, Abhihi. We have to become Abhihi, fearless, and your task will be done. Swamiji is telling. So, in Bengali, once he is writing, because the original is in Bengali, so I read it out and I will translate for you. স্বামীজি লিখছেন, বলছেন, কিসের জোরে মানুষ উঠে দাঁড়ায় এবং কাজ করে? শক্তির জোরে। এই বলবীর্যই ধার্মিকতা, দুর্বলতাই পাপ। যদি উপনিষদে এমন কোন শব্দ থাকে যা বজ্রবেগে সমস্ত অজ্ঞানের উপর পড়ে তাকে একবারে ছিন্ন ভিন্ন করে ফেলতে পারে, তাহলে তা হচ্ছে এই অভিহি। যদি জগৎকে কোনো ধর্ম শেখাতে হয়, তাহলে এই অভিহি। কি ঐহিক কি আধ্যাত্মিক সকল বিষয়ে এই মূল মন্ত্র অবলম্বন করতে হবে। তার কারণ ভয়ই পাপ, পাপ অধঃপতনের, পাপই অধঃপতনের নিশ্চিত কারণ, ভয় হতেই মৃত্যু। So the translation is, on which human being stands up, it is this word abhihi, fearlessness. Because Swamiji says, strength is life, weakness is death. In a wonderful poem, he depicts like this: সাহসে যে দুঃখ দৈন্য চায়, মৃত্যুরে যে বাঁধে বাহু পাশে, কাল নৃত্য করে উপভোগ, মাতৃরূপা কাছে তারি আসে। So, who dares to hug the form of death, the dance in the destruction's dance, to him the mother Shama comes. So, he gave us the mantra to conquer the fear, suffering. Swamiji's one Western disciple was Josephine MacLeod. He was telling MacLeod, tell me how much you have suffered. I will tell how great you are. So, Swamiji is telling that we have to face the challenge. Swamiji is telling, face the brute, face the challenge, atrocities of life, face it boldly. So, that is the first thing today we bring to our discussion. So, perhaps this is a wonderful thing which we can imbibe from Swamiji. And especially today's in পরাধীন ভারতবর্ষে স্বামীজির এই মন্ত্র, এটি প্রচুর যে সমস্ত তখনকার দিনে বিপ্লবী সংগঠন ছিল তাদের মধ্যে মধ্যে ফিরত। Swamiji is telling, if you are my children, you will be fearless. You will be fearless. আজকে যার জন্মদিন, আজকে যার বার্থডে, একটু আগেই তার সম্বন্ধে বলা হচ্ছিল, এই ফিয়ারলেসনেস এবং তার impact of Swami Vivekananda on Subhash Chandra. Very coincidental. In 15th of January, একটু বলতে ইচ্ছা হচ্ছে এই দুটো কানেকশন নিয়ে অনেক, there is a lot of discussion, some books, etc. is there. The coincidence, you see, in 1897, January 15, Swami Vivekananda was returning from West. So after the conquest, he got so much reputation, in 1893, the Parliament of Religion. And what he told about Hinduism, but the essence of Hinduism, that is humanity. Shrinvantu Vishve Amritasya Putraha, Swamiji said. Today, in this morning, in the Parliament of Religion. He said this morning, the bell which was rung, this bell, let this bell tell that all this violence, all this sectarianism, bigotry will come to the end. So he got so much appreciation in the West, and he told about humanism, he told about the real essence of the religion, Vedantic religion. He was coming back 1897, January 15, the first from Sri Lanka. His ship was coming and it touched the holy land of India. On the way, someone was asking Vivekananda, after so many years in the West, what do you feel about your own motherland? So Swamiji replied, Age ami amar deshke bhalobastam. I loved my country and my countrymen. But now I feel even that every dust of my land every year is holy. আমার দেশের সমস্ত মানুষ, আমার দেশের প্রতিটি ধূলিকণা, তার বাতাস পর্যন্ত, everything is very holy, পবিত্র. So the first, when he was coming back, the first step he gave, the area, this place is Ramnath in Tamil Nadu, and the name of the place is Guntukkal. So I visited this place. Any one of you, if you have gone to Ramnathapuram, this Ramnath area, you will see that. So there is a big stone. So in Tamil, this kal means actually mud. Guntukkal, Gundu means big or fat. So Swamiji first gave his step, and the king of Ramnath, Bhaskar Sethupathi, was his ardent disciple. So Bhaskar Sethupathi himself went and he told Swamiji, Swamiji, before stepping into the land of India, you first put your feet on my head, then you come down. But Swamiji was, very practical. He did not agree. He said, King, if I do like that, you have to remember you are a king. If I do like that, you have many subjects. You have your officials, you have your personnel. Remember, you are an administrator. I may be your guru, I may be your beloved, I may be your adorable, but it will be unwise to accept that kind of behavior. What they will think. So Swamiji did not do like that. So he gave this first step to that place. So it was 15 January 1897, and 1897, after 8 days, 23rd January, Subhash Chandra was born, and who will become later the ardent devotee of Swami Vivekananda. So in 1912, when Subhash was only some 15 years old, we are talking about fearlessness and inspiration. So from that, spontaneously it comes. So at the age of 15, 1912, so Subhash got a book from a library, and actually he told, initially all the writings of Subhash Chandra's later in those days, what we get, it is originally in Bengali. So Subhash said that what I was looking for, finally I got it. Because Swamiji said, Atmano mokshartham jagat hitaya cha, for one's own liberation and for the welfare of entire humanity. That will be the goal. So he said, what I was looking for, I got it. And later, you see, even at that age, how deep impact it was. I will read out one letter from Subhash Chandra. You will understand very clearly. It's a Bengali letter. He was telling, the letter was written to his mother. So their wonderful language, Subhash Chandra was telling how deep the impact was. So his mother, Prabhavati Devi, I will translate for others. It's a wonderful thing. So Netaji was telling, ভগবানের দয়ার অভাব নাই, দেখিতে বসিলে জীবনের প্রতি মুহূর্তে তার দয়ার পরিচয় পাওয়া যায়। দুঃখে পড়লে তাহাকে ডাকি, অনেকটা প্রাণ খুলিয়া ডাকি, কিন্তু যেই দুঃখ দূর হইল, আমরা যেই সুখের আলো আসতে থাকলো, অমনি আমাদের ডাকা বন্ধ হলো, আর আমরা তাকে ভুলে গেলাম। কুন্তী দেবী বলেছিলেন, হে ভগবান, আমাকে সর্বদা বিপদের মধ্যে রেখো, তাহলে আমি তোমাকে সব সময় প্রাণ খুলে ডাকতে পারবো। বলছেন, সুভাষচন্দ্র লিখছেন, বলছেন, আমরা সংসারের সার বস্তু নিয়ে কত অশ্রু ত্যাগ করি, কিন্তু একবারও তার উদ্দেশ্যে এক বিন্দু অশ্রুও ফেলি না। মা, আমরা যে পশু অপেক্ষা অকৃতজ্ঞ এবং কঠিন হৃদয়। মনে রাখতে হবে, we have to remember this ideal of Swamiji is started influencing him. And in one other letter, Subhash Chandra is telling, আমার জীবনে যখন বিবেকানন্দের আবির্ভাব ঘটে, তখন আমি 15-এ পড়েছি। তারপর আমার মধ্যে শুরু হলো এক বিপ্লব এবং সবকিছু ওলটপালট হয়ে গেল। At the age of 15, Swami Vivekananda came in my life and some revolution started in my thought. তার শিক্ষার পূর্ণ তাৎপর্য অথবা তার ব্যক্তিত্বের বিরাটত্ব সম্যক উপলব্ধি অবশ্যই তখনই করতে পারিনি। তবু আমার মনে শুরু থেকে এমন দাগ পড়েছিল যা মুছবার নয়। In those days, I was not able to realize instantly his greatness, his nobility, but the impression was everlasting. বলছেন, যুগপৎ তার ছবি আর শিক্ষা বিবেকানন্দকে এক পূর্ণ ব্যক্তিত্ব বলেই আমার মনে হয়েছিল। So many times Subhash said, many times Subhash Chandra himself said that if Swamiji, I would have taken shelter at his feet if he is alive. And the same thing we see in when after this matriculation exam in Calcutta itself, even before in Kotak itself, he started developing some connection with the Ramakrishna mission in those areas. And even after this matriculation exam, where he entered, he stood second, and he came to Calcutta. In Presidency College also, the same thing was there. And finally, what happened, since the discussion is going on like this, we know that afterwards, once he renounced the world also, and Subhash Chandra finally reached, he traveled extensively, North Bengal, North India, Mathura, Delhi, Agra, and finally he reached Varanasi. In those days, there was a famous, very saintly monk. He was the first president of Ramakrishna Mountain Mission. His name was Swami Brahmanandaji, Rakhal Maharaj, Raja Maharaj. And he was one of the direct disciples of our Sri Ramakrishna and very beloved brother disciple of Swami Vivekananda. So he knew this Janakinath Basu, this is father of Subhash Chandra. And when Subhash came, he finally, Brahmanandaji persuaded him that the sannyas is not your way. You go back because your parents are there and you have to do a lot of work for the country. But that time Subhash Chandra was in very much dilemma. In later, in 1939, a famous patriot, his name is Narendranath Chakraborty. In 1939, in jail, Mandalay, he was narrating Narendra that that was a very much turning point in my life. I was in dilemma whether I will embrace this monastic life or I will come back. So Subhash Chandra সেই সময় চিঠিগুলো দেখলে অনেক কিছু বোঝা যায়, তার মধ্যে একটা খুব ডিলেমা কাজ করছিল। So but with great reverence, Subhash Chandra recalled those days that Brahmananda ji had a very vision. He was a very visionary person. He could see my future. So I have strong faith in this yogic power of this Raja Maharaj. So This connection was very long. Even we see later, even the later life of Subhash Chandra Bose, even in Burma and many other places, he had deep connection to different centers of Ramakrishna Mountain Mission. And throughout his life, Swami Vivekananda was a person whom he adored very much. So this inspiration we can get. আজকের দিনে সুভাষ চন্দ্রের থেকে ভালো ইন্সপিরেশন আজকের দিনে তার সাহস, তার বীর্যবত্তা, তার দেশপ্রেম, তার থেকে উত্তম উদাহরণ আমাদের কাছে আর কি হতে পারে? Think of after qualifying this ICS, especially I suggest almost all the young men and women, আমি সবাইকে বলবো যারা যুবক যুবতীরা আছো, একটা খুব সুন্দর কম্পাইলেশন আছে, English and Hindi, this is also available. It's a compilation mostly of letters and some lectures. Wonderful book, তরুণের স্বপ্ন। আমি সবাইকে বলি, আমার ছাত্রছাত্রী যারা রয়েছে এখানে বা আমি বাইরেও যখন যাই, it's a wonderful book compilation. The first letter was writing to আমার দেশবন্ধু, একটা 23-24 বছরের একটি ছেলে, তার মধ্যে কি ভাবনা, প্রথম চিঠি। সো কি সুন্দর সেই বাংলা চিঠি, বলছেন মাতৃভূমির চরণে উৎসর্গ করার মতো আমার আর কিছুই নেই, আছে খালি আমার এই ক্ষুদ্র শরীর আর মন, আপনি কি এই কাজে আমাকে নিয়োগ করবেন? কি সুন্দর। সো ইটস আ ওয়ান্ডারফুল বুক, তরুণের স্বপ্ন। তোমরা পড়লে দেখবে দ্য ফার্স্ট লেটার এটা দিয়ে শুরু হচ্ছে, যখন উনি আইসিএস এর চাকরি ছেড়ে দিচ্ছেন। সো হি ওয়াজ ভেরি মাচ interested to join the social work, and he is seeking permission and is from Deshabandhu. And the idea, সেই সময়, in those days, the idea of a young man of 23-24 regarding the national movement and the future of India, this inspiration, you see, and how this Subhash Chandra dedicated his life for the sake of his motherland, you all know. And he was very much inspired by Swamiji. And you see, few minutes back, the discussion was going on. Arpon sir was telling, there is fear everywhere. Fear. See, last 10 months, 9-10 months, আর 10 মাস কি ভয়ের মধ্যে আমাদের কেটেছে। So much fear, so much fear. ভারতবর্ষে কিন্তু, I must tell you, in India, lot of research has been done on this fear. The problem is, we being trained in science, আমরা একটু শিক্ষায় শিক্ষিত, তো আমরা একটু একবার আমি একটা সভায় বলেছিলাম Western science. So the principal of that college raised his hand and told, Swamiji, can you please distinguish between Western science and Eastern science? What do you mean? Science is always science. I said, actually, science is of course science, but there are two approaches. Approaches are different. So in India, we did a lot of research in this aspect, psychology, medicine, but unfortunately, all those texts are written in Sanskrit, which we are not very expert, and yet research, lot of research is yet pending. Now, what is this fear? If we go to the root of this fear, we must say, first I told, Swamiji gave us the mantra of fearlessness, avihi. I told about the struggle of Subhash Chandra, the Indian struggle, সুভাষ চন্দ্রের যে আত্মজীবনী, সেটা অসাধারণ বই। আমি ছাত্রছাত্রীদের সকলকে বলবো, এই সুভাষ চন্দ্রের যে অটোবায়োগ্রাফি, সেটা সবাইকে পড়ার জন্য, ইটস আ ওয়ান্ডারফুল বুক। সো সেখানে দেখতে পাবে কিরকম ভাবে তার স্ট্রাগল। নাও হোয়াট ইজ দিস ফিয়ার? এই ভয়টা কিসের? হোয়াট ইজ দিস? Actually, if we go to the root of this fear, all this weakness and all this problem, especially existing now because of this COVID problem, especially this fear is the fear of death. In the root, if we go, we will see this fear is basically the fear of death. some, 1,000 years ago, there was a king in India. You see, his name was King Bhartrihari, perhaps in the third century. Now, his kingdom was in Ujjain. So, Bhartrihari, in his early life, he was a very mighty king. He had subjects, and he lived a very ভোগবিলাসী জীবন যাকে বলে যাপন করতেন। All on a sudden, something happened. He got dispassion. He became tired and he got dispassion. And he left his kingdom, and from far away of the city, in a cave, he started doing penance. And finally, he got a very yogic realization, and he wrote few wonderful books. One such book is called Vairagya Shatakam. So there, Bhartrihari is analyzing, wonderful analysis, the types of fear. বলছেন ভোগে রোগ ভয়ম, কুলে জাতিচ্যুতি ভয়ম, বিত্তীয় নিপালাদ ভয়ম, মানে দৈন ভয়ম, বলে রিপু ভয়ম, রূপে জরা ভয়ম. Wonderful. Bhoge roga bhayam. The person who is enjoying the world nicely, inside the fear is there. I may get some disease, and this enjoyment may not be permanent. Then Vitya Nipalad Bhayam. If I have lot of wealth, the king may get information through some informer, and king will come and take my extra wealth. Mane Daina Bhayam. So if I'm a very, respectable person, some people may come, and in no time, he may add some disgrace on me. Bole Ripu Bhayam. Suppose I'm a very healthy person. Now, some healthier person than me come, and he may defeat me. Rupe Jara Bhayam. A person who is very beautiful in, looking. Always he thinks, this beauty will go away if I become old. Jara, or this old age ailments will come and take this external beauty. Shastre Vadi Bhayam. If I'm a very, pandit, knowledgeable person, some scholarly person come and defeat me. So this many types of fear he analyzed, and finally said, Sarvam vastu bhayanitam bhuvi vairagyam eva abhayam. There is only one place in the earth where there is no fear, that is dispassion. And if we see this fear is basically is related to our body. And the Upanishad says how to get out of this fear. This fear is to try to overcome your bodily consciousness. What Swami Vivekananda said, and this is from Upanishad, that by our conscious effort, by constant, continuous practice, we can overcome this sense of body, and that is the ultimate way to get out of fear. This is the summum bonum of all the spiritual practices. In all organized religion of the world, or spiritual system in the earth, they talk about this abhayam, atyantika dukkha nivritti paramananda praptischa. A very famous story is there. King Alexander, so he met one yogi in India. So he was very much impressed seeing this wonderful gesture and this, very saintly look. And though he did not understand his language, but somehow Alexander was very much impressed. Now, he told that yogi through someone that, you please come with me, come to Macedonia and stay with me. The yogi refused, and I can't. I am a simple person. Karatala bhiksha tarutala vas. I stay just, below a tree. I bake my alms and I live my livelihood. I don't need all those things. Then slowly, this King Alexander became angry. And finally he said, if you don't come with me, I will kill you. I will cut you with my sword. Then the yogi burst into laughter. He said, what can you do? Because you think you can kill me. You kill my body. You really cannot kill my real self. That comes out of this realization. In Bhagavad Gita, it is there. Nainam chinnanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, nachaina kledayantyapa, nashoshayati madhutaha. Neither I am cut by, I can be cut with sword, nor I can be burnt by fire, nor I can get dried up in air. So like that. So that is the summum bonum of realization. So the best way to conquer this fear is to go out of this fear. So in these days, especially, so that is the great lesson we can get from Swamiji and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So the mantra of fearlessness. If we look at the life of Vivekananda, he himself was a profile in courage. Contemporary all newspapers in West, especially England and America, whatever they talk about his initially his kingly gesture. In Brizzy Meadow, once in America, he was the guest of a lady. Now it was very, very cold winter. Swamiji did not have all the necessary winter garment. So that lady, Sanborn, took him to some tailor shop to purchase some winter garments. So the shopkeeper was bewildered, was telling, is he some king from India? So such a kingly gesture. You see, Romarola, we know about him. He was a বিখ্যাত মনীষী রোমারোলার কথা আমরা জানি রোমারোলা খুব একটা সুন্দর উক্তি দিয়েছিলেন বলছেন with all guys his gesture was so kingly and whenever you see he used to appear in the platform people crossed hand like this the picture you saw he became the profile in courage and that is why in 1984 the government of India declares his birthday as the National Youth Day. So Swami Vivekananda very quickly become the icon for the youth. Now I will conclude with one very important idea or very important concept which Swamiji gave us. It's a wonderful concept. And Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, he himself told he was very, very much inspired with this thought. That is the concept of service. When Netaji Subhash Chandra was in Presidency College, Subhash Chandra himself wrote that in those days in Presidency College, there were 3-4 categories of students. So one category of students, they were very much inspired, they were ardent follower of the imperial schools. The second category was they were just the opposite pole, diametrically opposite. They were the staunch follower of this Biplobi or this freedom fighting movement. Third group was one intermediate. They believed they were very much inspired by the ideal of this service of Swami Vivekananda, and they used to balance the idea of spirituality and nationalism. Interestingly, Subhash Chandra, initially in Presidency College, in his autobiography, he writes that he belonged to the third category. So, সেই সময় যদি মানে কলকাতাতে নেতাজি সুভাষ চন্দ্রের অ্যাক্টিভিটি গুলো সেই সময় দেখা যায় ভারী অদ্ভুত একদিকে তিনি বিভিন্ন জায়গায় ছুটির সময় বিভিন্ন সাধু সন্তদের সঙ্গ করছেন যখনই সময় পাচ্ছেন তখনই বিভিন্ন জায়গায় ছুটে যাচ্ছেন বস্তিতে অনাথ ভান্ডার বলে একটা জায়গা ছিল সেখান থেকে তিনি মানুষের জন্য অনাথ ভান্ডার এই সংস্থাটির সঙ্গে বিভিন্ন জায়গায় ভিক্ষা করে চাল আনতেন বস্তিতে গরিব মানুষের জন্য কলেরা রোগী পড়ে আছে একটা ছোট বাক্স হাতে তিনি এই কলেরা রোগীদের পাশে চলে যাচ্ছেন তাদেরকে সেবা করছেন ওষুধ খাওয়াচ্ছেন এইদিকে তার মধ্যে জাতীয়তাবাদী চিন্তাও ভীষণভাবে চলছে, জাতীয়তাবাদী ভাবনায় তিনি প্রচন্ডভাবে উদ্বুদ্ধ, এবং পাশাপাশি চলছে তার এই অধ্যাত্ম সাধনার ধারা। সো এরকম যে আইডিয়া অফ দিস স্বামী বিবেকানন্দ was the concept of service. আমি প্রত্যেকটা জায়গাতেই যেখানেই যাই, wherever I go, whenever I meet young boys and girls, আমি প্রত্যেকের কাছে স্বামীজির এই কথাটা বলি, this ideal is the concept of service, seva yoga or selfless action. What is this? Let me tell you. Suppose we have in our family, we have our parents, we have our neighbors, we have our family members, right? Now, somehow or other, this is a very common experience of you and me. Somehow or other, someone got sick, or someone is in trouble, or some of my very beloved person are in need of something. What we do? We simply help them, help him or help her. And we never feel that we are doing something really great. For example, at house, your parents, father, mother got sick, and you serve him or her. And we don't expect anything. What else is there? That's the opposite. That is also true. If you see one kid, one child, very naughty, restless, creating lot of problem for a mother. দুরন্ত বাচ্চা, দুরন্ত শিশু যাচ্ছে, এদিক ওদিক করছে, মাকে কত জ্বালাতন করছে, বিরক্ত করছে, but the mother never gets disturbed. She is smiling, she is accepting, sometimes scolding the child, but she is accepting everything with smile because affection, and she never thinks that I am really doing something great. একটা কবিতায় স্বামীজি খুব সুন্দর এটা বলেছেন, দাও আর ফিরে নাহি চাও, থাকে যদি হৃদয়ে সম্বল, নিঃস্বার্থ সেবা, we don't get anything in return. যেবা ফিরে চায় তার সিন্ধু বিন্দু হয়ে যান। দাও, you give, and in return don't ask anything. If you ask something in return, Sindhu Bindu হয়ে যান, your activity or this, benefit out of giving this, the quantity is like an ocean. Such huge benefit will be nullified, will become a zero. So this is the first concept of Nishartha Seva, selfless action, and that we can do for everyone, that we can do anytime for anyone. So the idea of this selfless action is we don't expect anything. We should not. And Vivekananda added one more dimension to this. He said, apart from this selfless action, there is another higher dimension. What is that? It is called Seva Yoga. What is Seva Yoga? Swamiji is telling, service to man is service to God. Service to man is service to God. Shri Ramakrishna's কথা, Shri Ramakrishna বলতেন, চোখ বুঝলে তিনি আছেন, চোখ খুললে তিনি নেই। যদি মূর্তিতে বা মূর্তিবিহীন কোনোভাবে, বলছেন মূর্তিতে ভগবানের উপাসনা হয়, আর জীবন্ত মানুষে কি তার হয় না? It's the only idol you worship. Can't you worship the God in human being? Because the human body is the best temple of God. স্বামীজি একটা সুন্দর কবিতায় লিখছেন, বলছেন, বহুরূপে সম্মুখে তোমার, ছাড়ি কোথা খুঁজিছ ঈশ্বর, জীবে প্রেম করে যেই জন, সেই জন সেবিছে ঈশ্বর। কাশীর একজন বিখ্যাত পণ্ডিত ছিলেন সেই সময়, প্রমোদ দাস মিত্র। তাকে স্বামীজি একটি লেখায় লিখছেন যে গঙ্গা তীরে বাস করে আমরা কেন কূপ খনন করছি? We are staying at the bank of the Ganges and we are digging well for water. What else is this? If you want to serve God, first serve this humanity. And This serving is completely different, little different from this selfless service. This service is nothing but the worship. It is not that I am serving someone, but I am blessed. I am fortunate that I got the opportunity to serve you for this service. If this attitude is there, that I am blessed, I am fortunate that I got the opportunity of service, because service to man is service to God. Mad bhakta yatra gayanti tatra stisthami naradaha. The Lord is telling, O Narada, wherever my devotees, that is human being, people are there, their heart is the best place of me, best place for me. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Bhaktir Hriday Bhagavaner Bulchokkhana. So the best way of serving God is to serving this humanity. And this is this became, Swamiji made the ideal of Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission. What is that ideal? Swamiji bolchen, Kimathyam kasya kamaya sharira manusanjare bahujana hitaya bahujana sukhaya atmano mokshartham jagat hitaya cha. So for the with which I started, for the salvation of my own self and the welfare of many. If we can practice like this, it becomes a seva yoga, and it becomes a direct practice, a direct, very intense spiritual practice, which can lead us to the samam bonam of life. What? Fearlessness. Even the freedom, this what is called the samam bonam of all religion or spirituality, mukti, or this fearlessness. Even we can be free from the fear of death. Swamiji said this is the best way to practice the intense spirituality. So with this, I thank you everyone again for giving me the opportunity and to listen to me for this last 45-50 minutes. So thank you everyone again. Now I welcome questions, if any.
Thank you, Swamiji. So I request all the audience that if you have any question or if there is anything that you wish to clarify, then you can ask on Maharaj.
Okay.
Uh,
Can I have a question?
Please, sir, please.
Thank you for your excellent motivational talk and inspirational talk. And as you mentioned, the two great men in our country who inspired everybody, like Swamiji and as Netaji. Now, my question is, you tried to mention how to conquer the fearless, how to conquer the fear. Now, is there any, kind of meditation that we can do every day to get rid of this kind of fear?
Actually, there are two aspects, sir. One is meditation, what you mentioned, and one is how to get rid of fear. Actually, there are many techniques of meditation, many techniques. But the best way is, rather, for the time being, is discrimination. Uh, that is also a type of meditation. Meditation does not necessarily mean, it doesn't always mean that you see it in this posture and close your eyes or something like that. Discrimination is also one kind of meditation. So that also can be done. That also can be done. That is a clear discrimination. মানে বেদান্তে এটাকে এই অদ্বৈত মানে অদ্বৈত বেদান্তে এটা একটা খুব পরিষ্কার সাধনার ধারা আছে। আমি একটা অ্যানেকডট মনে পড়ছে বলে বলছি স্যার। বলছেন শঙ্করাচার্য যখন প্রথম, শিশু শঙ্করাচার্য, এই মেডিটেশন টেকনিকটা কি ডিসক্রিমিনেশন, প্রথম যখন শঙ্করাচার্য গেছেন, সো he met his Guru Govinda Bhagavat Pada. So Govinda Bhagavat Pada, he was in deep samadhi. So he is considered, he was a yogi. He was in deep samadhi. So, but when the Shankara, young Shankara approached him, so he came back from his samadhi, the intense meditative mood. He came down and he asked Shankaracharya, "Who are you?" Then Shankaracharya uttered one, he replied as Guru in one verse form. He said, Mano buddhya hankara chittani naham, nacha shotra jiyoke, nacha grahana netre, nacha vyoma bhumi, na tejo navaya, chidananda rupaha, shivoham shivam. It means the discrimination is the way of discrimination. See, neither I am this body, nor I am this mind, nor I am this senses. Chidananda rupaha, in myself itself, this is the living presence of God. Whatever this bodily form we are seeing, this is not our real self. Our real self is the Atman, which is, Swamiji says, knowledge absolute, bliss absolute, freedom absolute. Vedanta says basically our body, this physical body, is like a reflector. It is reflecting that great self. So whenever, if our body is also lost, then also our real self remains unchanged. So this discrimination is the one of the direct ways of Vedantic meditation. So if you can do that, yes, Vichara Marga is mentioned in one of the very established way of meditation. Discrimination will be good, that you can do that.
Thank you.
Maharajji,
Yeah,
I am Jitendra Pandey.
yes, sir.
Uh, this is not a question, but एक request है. I think some amount of fear is important. To keep that alertness, to keep us moving. So I just wanted to know कि थोड़ा बहुत fear होना चाहिए, or you should just remove all kind of fear at once.
Yes. You see, sir, the fear, what we are talking about in my discourse, in my discussion itself, I mentioned particularly the type of fear we are undergoing now. That particular fear, the fear which creates some kind of, or all the kinds of weakness. Number one, frustration. All the root, everything, all this root of all this problem is fear. So weakness, frustration, some dilemma, lack of decision making, lack of confidence, or whatever all these problems of life, the root is fear. So that fear I mentioned. Otherwise, fear, bhaya, otherwise it is little necessary, because in Bengali, Sri Ramakrishna said, Holy Mother one, Sarada Devi is one uttering there. Jar ache bhoy, tar hoy joy, means what the fear you mentioned, little bit fear is required. What? That fear is necessary because you are going to do something wrong. Oh, I am fearless. I will beat someone. No, not that fearless. That much fear is necessary. Before doing any wrong action, I must be very discriminative. That because that fear is required. Otherwise, how the society can run? We talk about some hypothetical world sometime that where there is no crime, nothing. So if there is no fear, the society would have been filled with crime. That bhaya is necessary. That if I do some wrong action, I'll be punished by the law. Or even on other ways also, yes, in our daily life, in our workplace. So that bhaya is of course required. That is obvious. Otherwise, that bhaya is the root of discipline. This bhaya makes us disciplined, keeps our life on track. That bhaya is required. But the bhaya or the fear I mentioned about is the different kind of bhaya, the mrityu bhaya, or the root of all those problems, that bhaya.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. So now I would...
Sir, Maharaj, I have one just query.
Yes.
Really to just relief of the fearness, how far the mental exercise, that is the meditation of these things, very helpful?
You see, sir, সত্যি কথা যদি বলতে বলেন, এই যে মেডিটেশন বলি আমরা, মেডিটেশন বা ধ্যান, মানে এই শব্দ মেডিটেশনের বাংলা বা হিন্দি, the Hindi or Bengali goes that dhyana, but dhyana is a very highest form of yogic practice mentioned in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Next step of dhyana is samadhi, or the culmination. So this meditation, the word is a little bit confusing. Actually, meditation once in one shot, no one can do meditation. Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga is there if you study. In one shot, none of us can do meditation. So meditation has techniques, or yoga, the Ashtanga Yoga has steps. So what we can do is initially, there are some steps. But to learn this technique, I must say, we need a very good guru or acharya or the teacher who is very experienced in that, who is very experienced, because you see, this is a great science which is developed for thousands of years of practice, by trial and error. So we talk about one Patanjali, but we don't know how many, what contribution is there to develop this yoga, this school, yoga school, how much contribution is there for thousands of other seekers and practitioners to develop this school. So what I suggest to you that to develop, if you really are interested to develop this meditation technique, or if you change your life, better there are two types of things. One is physical yoga, so physical exercise, that is one type of yoga. Another is spiritual yoga, yujit yoge, this what we call Atman and Paramatman, the Sang Yoga. So you need different kind of teachers. So technique is there. So the teacher will teach you, then you slowly you go by practice. For simple, I'll tell you one. It called asana. So sitting posture is very important. Sanyama. Sanyama means restraint in life. Food. While if you do practice, some restraint in life is required. Your food, your lifestyle, everything. Then slowly dharana. So to make your mind focused, concentrated. So there are techniques. So you will get some glimpse. One small book is there. If you read, you will get some idea. Swamiji's Raja Yoga. So this is a lecture, basically series of few lectures. You will get small booklet. So if you read that, you will get the idea what this actually yogic practice or meditation is. Then my suggestion is you get one practitioner, good practitioner, whatever denomination you like, and a person who practices experience some sort of, some traditional way they are being taught. So you can begin like that.
Thank you, Marji.
Yes. From Saurabh Rudra, sir, what happens is our mind is occupied with too much thought. Yes. একটু পড়ে দেবেন অর্পণ বাবু?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
কস্তুরী মুখার্জি দেখছি হাত তুলে চোখ কিছু বলতে চাইছে।
স্যার আমার আপনার প্রথম শ্লোক যেটা আপনি চ্যান্টিং করেছেন আমার ভীষণ ভালো লেগেছে, এটা আপনাকে আমি বলতে চাইছিলাম। ওভারঅল লেকচারও শুনেছি স্যার, খুব ভালো লেগেছে। স্যার, আই হ্যাভ এ স্মল কোশ্চেন, like we are normal average people, you said that not to expect from the work we are doing for the other people. How to practice this thing? We do expect, and expectation hurts, and that is the main thing, that is the main origin of all kind of unhappiness in our life.
দেখো মানে একদম ঠিক, মানে আর ইউ এ স্টুডেন্ট?
No, I'm a teacher.
Faculty. ম্যাডাম, ইউ সি, আপনি একদম ঠিক বলেছেন। আপনার যে কথাটা একবারে ঠিক, যে নিঃস্বার্থ তো ওইভাবে হয় না, একদম 100% ট্রু। ইফ ইউ see the practicality, this is true. Without expectation, হয় না জিনিস। You see, nothing is achieved in one day or in one shot. Try to practice this slowly. We call charity begins at home. If you begin the practice today, that slowly it will come. Initially, it will not. What you said, it is exactly true. In one shot, one day, it will not come. So the first step of developing this idea is first to inculcate this thought that whether I really want to do the service. আপনার খুব সুন্দর লাগছে কেননা ইনক্লিনেশন গুলো বোঝা যাচ্ছে। স্বামীজির একটা খুব সুন্দর বই আছে, আমি পড়তে বলবো, বাংলা ইংরেজি, অরিজিনাল বইটা ইংরেজিতে, বাংলাও আছে, যা খুশি আপনি একবার দেখে নেবেন। বইটার নাম হচ্ছে কর্মযোগা। So wonderful book. Again, this Karma Yoga is a lecture series given by Swamiji. Wonderful. So there Swamiji exactly mentions how to achieve this. আমি বেশি বলবো না, কর্মযোগ বলে স্বামীজির 7-8টা লেকচার আছে, আপনি যদি একটু পড়ে নেন দেখবেন Swamiji will exactly step by step he will guide you what you have to do. In essence, I will tell you in nutshell, Swamiji is telling first develop this idea, concept. আপনি কর্মযোগ বইটা পড়লে দেখবেন আপনার যে প্রশ্নটা করছেন তার একদম যথার্থ উত্তর আছে। স্বামীজি বলছেন ফার্স্ট টু ডেভেলপ সাম আইডিয়া। কি আইডিয়া? যে আমি এটা করতে চাই কিনা, ডু আই রিয়েলি ওয়ান্ট, am I really convinced that I want to do that? This determination is very important. I want to change my life. Well, so do I really? So this is the first thing. Then step by step you have to proceed. So initially in your, suppose in your household, slowly you start practicing small thing, not in a bigger way. You do some service and judge your mind slowly that whether any expectation comes, really comes. It will be very good if you have notebook and you jot it down. That you please don't show it to anyone. This is your personal record. Just keep it. Do I really want? Then this develop. Sometimes some anger comes, some other thing comes, some other. It is very natural, but it's very normal because our tendency is like that. Am I really trying to get rid of? So তাহলে দেখবেন ধীরে ধীরে এটা হবে। আর আমি বলবো স্বামীজির কর্মযোগ খুব সুন্দর রয়েছে। আপনি আমাদের বেলুর মঠের ওয়েবসাইটে গিয়ে অনলাইনও রয়েছে স্বামীজির কর্মযোগ। আপনি আমাদের বেলুর মঠের ওয়েবসাইটে দেখবেন স্বামীজির পুরো ভলিউমস রয়েছে, অনলাইন আপনি এখনই পেয়ে যাবেন। ওখানে কর্মযোগের লেকচার গুলো একবার দেখে নেবেন। বাট দ্য পয়েন্ট হোয়াট ইউ মেনশন ইজ ভেরি 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 ট্রু। থ্যাঙ্কস।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
স্যার সৌরভ রুদ্র একটা কোশ্চেন করেছে, স্যার সামটাইমস হোয়াট হ্যাপেন্স ইন আওয়ার মাইন্ড ইজ অকুপাইড উইথ টু মাচ থটস and this leads us to a state called analysis paralysis. And my question is how to overcome this situation?
Thoughts, you see, there's countless thought. The mind is like an ocean. আমাদের মনের স্বরূপটা কিরকম? স্বামীজি এক জায়গায় খুব সুন্দর বলছেন, in England in a lecture he was telling that what is the condition of our mind. And বলছেন mind he compared with a monkey. So a monkey is by nature, is very restless. It hops, it jumps, it moves from one branch to the other of a tree. Now what happens? All on a sudden some wicked men came and fed that monkey. They offered some wine and somehow or other they fed this to that monkey. So this wine, you see, already it was a very restless creature. Now someone forced some wine inside its stomach. What will happen? More restless. Then what happened? It was sitting in this drunk condition. You saw? Then scorpion comes and bites. It becomes even more restless because pain is there. Scorpion, venom. My God. Then this drunk and this scorpion, cut monkey. There was a ghost in some tree. In this weak condition, the ghost came and the monkey was possessed by the ghost. Now think of the restlessness of this creature, poor creature. So Swamiji is telling our mind is like that. By nature, it is restless. Then we get all the inputs from the world, all kinds of desires. Desires is compared with this wine. all kind of desires. I want this, I want that, I want to be billionaire, or I want to be, I want to become a very big man, or I want to become scholar. All kinds of desires. I'm not telling it's bad. Don't think that I'm banishing this, or I'm, putting some allegation. No, the natural condition is this. We have desires, worldly desires. It is natural tendency of mind. So all the world is there like a wine. Then another thing is there, Irsha. Irsha is like a scorpion. We get so much irritated seeing sometime natural condition of the mind that we have, many other thoughts. Irsha, someone is becoming, someone is progressing faster than me. All kinds of this Irsha, what is called. So it is like scorpion. And this Bhuta, or this ghost, it is compared with, all kinds of tamas, inertia. So if think of this, the condition of our mind is like that. Sri Ramakrishna bolten mon motto kori. It is like a restless mad elephant. So it is not unusual যে তো আমাদের মনের মধ্যে সব সময় না অজস্র চিন্তা চলে আসে কেন root is very deep. So if you want to really control your mind, there are many talks available in YouTube. You'll see a few weeks back, last week itself, I for a student in seminar, I spoke in a webinar. There I mentioned this controlling mind. It is a different story. It's a different topic for discussion. In YouTube it is there. See, to focus your mind, how to focus your mind, what essential is, first you have to practice some little bit of restraint. আমাদের একটা শব্দ আছে, আমরা বলি ব্রহ্মচর্য। ব্রহ্মচর্য বলতে কিন্তু সবসময় বোঝায় এরকম আমাদের মতো সাধু সন্ন্যাসী, বা এরকম গেরুয়া পরে বা সাদা কাপড় পরে, renouncing this family life. No, brahmacharya is not always like that. Brahmacharya, the word has many dimensions. Brahmacharya means continence. Continence, the original English translation of this brahmacharya is purity, continence, and many things. So purity and continence. So I mean, initially, to focus your mind, you need little this restraint, continence. কিরকম একটা তোমাকে এক্সাম্পল দিলেই বুঝতে পারবে। সাপোজ আমার ছাত্ররা সব পড়াশোনা করে, সো পড়ছে, সো আই আস্ক দেম, পড়াশোনা তো করছো, সঙ্গে মোবাইল, এটা আছে তো, মোবাইল আছে তো? হ্যাঁ আছে, ইট ইজ দেয়ার উইথ মি। সো হোয়াট হ্যাপেন্স হোয়াইল স্টাডিং, একটু মাথাটা ধরে গেছে, সো স্টার্টেড ব্রাউজিং একটু ইন্টারনেট, কি একটা ফেসবুকে একটা স্ট্যাটাস দিয়ে দিলাম, কি একটা করে দিলাম, all on a sudden একটু ফেসবুকে কথা বলতে বলতে চ্যাট করতে করতে all on a sudden we find 4 hours gone, 3 ঘন্টা 2 ঘন্টা চলে গেছে। পরের দিন পরীক্ষা, নেক্সট ডে এক্সাম, the immediately 1 hour or 1.5 hours gone. So রেস্ট্রেনের মানে হচ্ছে যখন যেটা করা দরকার তখন সেটা করা, যখন যেটা করা দরকার নেই তখন সেটা না করা। এটা হচ্ছে একদম বেসিক প্র্যাকটিস অফ ইওর কন্টিনেন্স। ফার্স্ট থিং, যেটা করা উচিত নয় সেটা করব না, আর যেটা করা উচিত সেটা করবো। এখন দেখো আমরা বড় হয়েছি সবাই, উই নো ভেরি ওয়েল হোয়াট ইজ টু বি ডান, হোয়াট ইজ নট টু বি ডান, হোয়াট ইজ দ্য ডিউটি অফ এ স্টুডেন্ট। ছাত্রাণাম অধ্যয়নম হি তপঃ, ছোটবেলা থেকে শুনছি, ফ্রম স্টুডেন্ট লাইফ, ফ্রম বয়হুড উই নো। And believe me, all of us know, we all know what is to be done as a teacher, what is to be done as a student, what is to be done as a doctor, what is to be done as a monk. So we know. But the problem is, we know by heart of our heart that what is to be done, but while in practice আমরা করি না, এটাই আমাদের সমস্যা। So this is not you and me, this is for almost for everyone. মানে যতটা করা দরকার ছিল আমরা তো করতে পারি না, সেই জন্য। So for the student life, initially this continence teaches us that you be discriminating and you just এইটুকু করো, তাহলে দেখবে অনেকটা মানে সংযম আসবে। আর একটা রুটিন করে রাখা, যখন থট এই যে বলছো বিভিন্ন চিন্তা আসছে, পাজলড হয়ে যাচ্ছি, একটা আমি বলি ছাত্রদের, এটা খুব কাজ হয়, আমাদের প্রত্যেকের জীবনেও কাজ হয়, একটা রুটিন মেনটেন করা। এখন অফলাইন পড়াশোনা মানে ক্যাম্পাসে এসে পড়াশোনা চালু হয়নি, সো আমাদের হাতে অনেক সময় আছে। অ্যাকচুয়ালি বাড়িতেই আছি এখন আমরা একটা মেজরিটি, বিগত প্রায় 8-9 মাস। আমি আমার ছাত্রদেরকে বলতাম মেক আ রুটিন ফ্রম মর্নিং টু নাইট, এবং সেটা এই পরবর্তীকালে আনলকেও যখন হয়ে যাবে আমাদের জীবনে, আমরা নর্মাল লাইফ ফিরে আসবো, তখনও অ্যাপার্ট ফ্রম আওয়ার স্কুল, কলেজ, ইউনিভার্সিটি অর অন্যান্য কাজের জায়গা, উই মাস্ট হ্যাভ আ শিডিউল অ্যান্ড ট্রাই টু অ্যাডেয়ার টু দ্য শিডিউল অ্যাজ মাচ অ্যাজ পসিবল। ওই একটা শিডিউল, একটা, দিস ইজ দ্য ভেরি বেসিক ডিসিপ্লিন। আমাদের রামকৃষ্ণ মঠ মিশনে যদি দেখেন আপনারা, আমাদের সন্ন্যাসীদের এবং আমাদের ছাত্রদের যারা আমাদের সঙ্গে থাকেন ইন হাউস, this is a very strict routine from morning to night, and bell system is there, so I have to follow. Sometimes jovially we say we don't follow time, time follows us. So such a strict discipline, strict routine is there. So if you do that, some basic discipline, imposing some discipline in your life and out of your own will, not that someone is forcing outside to do that. ফোর্স দিয়ে, জোর করে, নাথিং ক্যান বি অ্যাচিভ আউট অফ ফোর্স। জোর করে কেউ কাউকে দিয়ে সংসারে কিছু করাতে পারে না। ইফ ইউ রিয়েলি ওয়ান্ট, ইটস আ সেলফ ইম্পোজড রুটিন, সেলফ ইম্পোজড ডিসিপ্লিন, put it on your mind, put it on your life, and try to adhere to that. That is the first step. So if make a discipline and first get determined that yes, I have to be disciplined, I have to make my life discipline, and pose it and follow it. So এটা খুব ইনিশিয়াল প্র্যাকটিস আমরা বলি আমাদের মড মিশনে। এইটা ছাত্র বলো, শিক্ষক বলো, যারা আমাদের ইন হাউস আর কি, এটা আমরা ভীষণ ভাবে একদম সকাল থেকে রাত পর্যন্ত, ভোরবেলা 5টার সময় ঘুম থেকে ওঠে, আর্লি রাইজিং, এটা কিন্তু একটা ভীষণ ইম্পর্টেন্ট জিনিস। হ্যাঁ, আমি দেখেছি মোস্ট অফ দ্য টাইম, মেনি টাইমস আই সি দিস লেট নাইট থাকা, এটা একটা খুব কমন হ্যাবিট ফর দ্য স্টুডেন্ট। এটা কিন্তু আমাদের যে সাইকোফিজিক্যাল সিস্টেমটাকে ঠিক করে না। আমাদের একটা বায়োলজিক্যাল ক্লক আছে, সিন্স আই এম এ স্টুডেন্ট অফ বায়োলজি, সো আমি বলি early to bed, and that's old wisdom, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. So early to bed and early to rise, এটা একটা ভীষণ important discipline. Most of the time I see my students also here and many other places, they prefer late night study. So going to bed at 2:30, getting up 9:30, so or 8:30. So not a problem. So make a routine, make it systematic, and first get determined or convinced that I have to change myself. It will come.
Thank you very much, Maharajji. Really inspiring, and the way you have told that, I hope it will be beneficial to all of our students as well as all of us also. Now, I would like to invite our Dean Sir, Dr. Jitendra Kumar Pandey, for valedictory session. Sir, please.
Maharaji, we all are very much honored for your time and for your lecture. And one thing I would like to say that this is just half of the things. Next half, I request you, we would be honored and pleased to welcome you in our campus, in our Adamas University campus. So in Hindi we say कि मजा नहीं आया अभी अभी मतलब we want to hear you more, we want to see you, we want to face discuss with you, because that gives a total aura of that positiveness and positive energy. And nowadays this is very much required for our young students. The way they are associated with various social media platforms and upcoming series, this and that. So this thing is something is very much required. And discipline wala part, you are absolutely right. That most of the time we think that studying at late night and getting up at 9:30 or 10, so this destroyed almost everything, health, mind, and all kind of things. So next time, my request is I'll come personally to invite you with Ghosh sir and Sarkar and Arpan. And next time, sir, you please come to the campus. Uh, Ghosh sir, I'm really grateful, and I don't have enough words, because we all have kind of right to request you to give your mentorship and blessings. So as usual, thank you so much. And Sarkar sir, you know, your presence is very much and essentially required for all kind of things for this school. Arpan, I know you are very energetic already. Now I know your secret, that why you are always smiling and happy, even when you are, you know, overloaded with the work and all. All the participants, thank you so much. Whoever, I mean, who were 35, 40, I think how many 50 people were there.
Yes, yes.
And I'm sure if out of 50, even 5 or 10 are able to learn even 1% of what Maharaj said today, so that will transform the whole career and whole life of those people. So, sir, thank you so much, Maharaj ji, and mera pranam aapko, mera charan spars. Thank you so much. Thank you.
मैं आपको, आप लोगों की भी बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं, और आप एकदम सही फरमाया आपने। एक बार बातचीत एकदम मिलजुल के होना चाहिए, और मेरे भी बहुत खुशी होगी अगर हम उधर आए। जरूर आएंगे, जरूर आएंगे। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
नमस्कार।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
जय ठाकुर, जय मां।
আমরা শেষ করছি তাহলে।
হ্যাঁ,
Thank you.
তাহলে আমি
Bye.
আসি।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, ধন্যবাদ।
আচ্ছা।